Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for tonight, Mr. Philippe Guertin.
Alors tout d'abord, j'aimerais vous souhaiter la bienvenue à tous. Peut-être on pourrait applaudir, give a hand to our band tonight. Thank you very much. Alors, Monsieur le secrétaire général, Messieurs les ministres, les ambassadeurs, Mesdames, Messieurs, bonsoir, and welcome to the second edition of the Air Transport News Award ceremony. My name is Philippe Guertin. I am Vice President Strategy for Air Transport News, and I will be your host for tonight. This evening, we will not only honor the best airline, airport, or industry partners, but we will also celebrate men and women who, by their tremendous involvement, changed the way our industry is today. So I think we can start by giving a hand to all of us here tonight, because we are really here and happy to be here to celebrate this great evening. Just before we start, I would like to tell you a short story about the first time Costas mentioned to me about this award. 2 years ago, he called me and he said, Philippe, I have this great idea. You're going to love it. We will do awards. Okay. But in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, everybody does award. So I'm like, Costas, why do you want to do award? What will make us different from all the others? He said 3 things. First of all, we will represent each aspect of the industry. Okay. Second thing, it will be our subscribers who will vote for the award. Yeah, that's good. Third thing, there will be no sponsorship. That's great. I was in charge of sales and sponsorship at that time. So, and he said, but it will be 100%, impartial. So that's great. I said, yeah, you're right. It's true. But you know what now, tonight, I see how good his idea was. Because Kostas, for those who doesn't know, Kostas is Greek. And in Greek, when you say no, I should say ne, it means yes. So every time you say to him no, it means yes. So, it doesn't mean for me to try to convince him not to doing it, because anyway, it would be nah. So finally, I would like to start by welcome very hard our best friend, Mr. Costas Iatrou.
Well, thank you, Philippe. Good afternoon, kalispera, is in Greek, and good evening in English. Thank you for your kind words and sharing our history of the awards. And it's a great pleasure to welcome all of you here in Montreal, the aviation capital of the aviation. Over the last year, Air Transport News leaders increased by 6%, and we had more than 118,000 people that visited our site. In the beginning of the year, we launched 2 new sister companies, namely Actualité Aérienne and Aeronoticias, focusing on 2 markets that are important, that is the French-speaking market and the Spanish market. Also, yesterday, we witnessed it with some good friends, and hope you are going to join also a new initiative of Air Transport News that will be independent and will be the Hermes Air Transport Club, and that will be help for the future of aviation. Finally, as Air Transport News, if you witnessed it earlier today, participated as a partner, thanks to Mr. Benjamin and all the ICAO staff and all the other partners of organizing this fantastic symposium today. And also we will cooperate closely with all key organizations around the globe in the air transport industry. Air Transport News have been already an important event. It's our second edition, as Philippe said, but we managed to have a great impact in the air transport industry. And one word that Philippe missed, it's that we are a democratic way. That's a Greek word, democracy, and that's the most important way, because we don't know who will be the winner. It's exactly the voters that democracy decides. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. And it's I think it's good. It is important to recognize and honor the best of the best, both companies and personalities of the air transport industry. This year, award include a new list of categories. I hope it will not be so boring because we'll try to manage to be as efficient as possible. But it's good to have all of the different aspects of the air transport industry, and that is important, not to have only one part of it. And then it's the airport of the year under 10 million passengers, the airport of the year to 10 to 30 million passengers, cargo line of the year, regional line of the year, low-cost airline of the year, and woman of the year. And finally, the Georgia True Lifetime Achievement Award. Perhaps Georgia True does not mean anything to you, but means everything for me, because it was my father that passed away 2 years ago, and he was my inspiration, and from childhood that influenced me in order to, and helped me with my mother that is present here, to establish Air Transport News with his financial support. And finally, I would like to thank the readers of Air Transport News, the jury, that it's an independent jury, and Philippe will mention who are the members of the jury, and my family that are here present, my wife Eugenia, my mother Katerina, my 2 kids, and my parents-in-law. Σας ευχαριστώ. Thank you very much.
Merci, Costas. So after 2 months and thousands of votes from ATN readers, the voting period ends on Tuesday in January. So the jury is, from the chairperson of the jury, is Dr. Andreas Papatheodorou. Sorry for the pronunciation. I'm not Greek, not yet. Managing Director of DTA Consulting. And then the other member of the jury are Bob Harrison, ex-Director General of ACI, Dr. Pierre Coutu, Program Executive at ADPAP and President of ASI, David Philman, Managing Partner of Exambella Consulting, and Tonis Simigdala, Past President, European Regional Airline Association, Ulrich Schultz-Schranz, Ex-Secretary General of AEA, and Chris Tarry from Citara. Alors, êtes-vous prêts à commencer? Are you ready to start? Good. So let's start with the first category. So the Regional Aircraft Manufacturer of the Year. And the finalists are, in alphabetic order, ATR, Bombardier, and Embraer. So the winner is... The award goes to Bombardier and Mr. Marc Ackermann, President Bombardier Commercial Aircraft, to accept the award.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. I'm privileged to be here on stage this evening, but I do represent thousands and thousands of employees that are across the world working for Bombardier in the commercial aircraft, and thousands of our aircrafts are flying across the world. And in their name, I want to say thank you. And for those of you that I've met this evening that are still interested, I am still available, like I've said, to my table to take some sales this evening. Merci beaucoup. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now we're going to move to the next category, Aircraft Manufacturer of the Year. And the finalists are Airbus, Boeing, and Embraer. And the winner is... The award goes to Airbus. So we would like to invite Mr. Frank Johnson, Director of Customer Support of Airbus, to accept the prize.
Thank you very much. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to be here. on behalf of Fabrice Bergier, the CEO of Airbus, and the 46,000 strong worldwide Airbus employees that are dedicated to excellence. We want to thank Air Transport News and also Mr. Iltrao, the director of Air Transport News. Thank you very much. We're dedicated for this August body to recognize Airbus. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we will go with the other category, Engine Manufacturer of the Year. And for the finalists are CFM, GE, and Rolls-Royce. And the winner is Rolls-Royce. And we would like to invite Mr. Lewis Premble, Senior Vice President, Civil, Small and Medium Aviation Industry.
Thank you, Philippe. Thank you, everybody. I'd just like to say on behalf of Rolls-Royce, thank you for this honor this evening. Perhaps a couple of reasons why we feel we've done well this year is the A350 with Airbus. We've had our first flight with the engine last year. We certified this just in February. And of course, we went into service with Gulfstream's G650. So we're very pleased about that and happy to contribute to the industry. Thank you very much.
We will go now with the Ground Handling of the Year. And this year finalists, we have Celebi, Menzies, and Swissport. And the winner is... It goes to Celebi. And we would like to invite Mr. Samin Ayadi, board member of the International Aviation and Public Affairs at Celebi, to accept the prize.
Well, thank you, Philip. Thank you, Kostas. Thank you, everyone. Like everyone before me said, I'm accepting the prize for our 14,000 employees now. But it has another value for us because this year it's our 55th anniversary. We are the oldest ground handler, as much as I know, of the independent of the world. So thank you, everyone, and it's a big honor. Thank you.
Thank you. The next now, it's the IT Company of the Year, and the finalists are Amadeus, Lufthansa System, and SITA. And the award goes to SITA. So we would like to invite Mr. Arthur Calderwood, Head of Marketing and Sales Operation of SITA, to come and accept this prize.
Well, it's a great honor to accept this prize from the readers of ATN and also, of course, the judging panel. We're a small IT service provider. We only have 4,500 people around the world. But regardless of that, it's thanks to all of them that we're able to be recognized tonight. And something that we've been saying with our team is that we're very much operating at the heart of the industry, one of the few providers that are working on the airport side, as well as the airline side and with governments. And it's really that collective collaboration that has ended up with a success like this. So we're proud to receive the award. Thank you very much.
Now, the MRO Company of the Year. This year finalists, we have AFI KLM EMI, Lufthansa Technik, and Singapore Technology Engineering. And the award goes to Lufthansa Technik. And we would like to invite Mr. Daniel Helpworth, Regional Sales Manager of Canada, to come and get the prize.
Merci, mesdames, messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, and ladies and gentlemen. This really is a great honor. We're, on behalf of, let me count, all 26,000 members of the Lufthansa Technik world and 120,000 of the Lufthansa world, we're very honored. It's a tough business, and the pressure that the airlines feel is passed on either directly or indirectly to us as suppliers and service providers. And I think it's a testament to everything that we do and everybody in our company that they do every day to try and make this a better industry. So thank you very much.
So we will go now with the Airline Alliance of the Year, and the finalists are One World, Sky Team, and Star Alliance. I mean, we tried to find a fourth one, but not yet. And the award goes to Star Alliance. So unfortunately, it was supposed to be Mr. Mark Schwab, the CEO of Star Alliance, who was supposed to come, but he is stuck somewhere, and he couldn't make it. So we will ask Dr. Kutil to come from Turkish Airways to get his award. Proud member of Star Alliance.
Thank you very much. So we are the largest network, largest airline, and we can promise that serving everybody in this earth, keep continue being largest and best one. Thank you.
Thank you. We will go now with the Airport of the Year under 10 million passengers, and the finalists are Aéroport de Bordeaux, Essen Boga Airport, Izmir Adam Menderes International Airport, João Paulo II Airport, Rajiv Gandhi International Airport. And the winner, the award goes to Rajiv Gandhi International Airport. So unfortunately, due to the transition process, because they are switching CEOs at the airport, they were not able to send the old one or the new one. So they decided to send nobody. But we think of them. They are in our heart. Thank you. Now we're going to go with the Airport of the Year, 10 to 30 million passengers. And the finalists are Aéroport International de Genève, Antalya International Airport, Doha International Airport, Kolkata International Airport, and Sabina Gosen International Airport. And the winner goes to Aéroport International de Genève. And we would like to invite Mr. Robert Dion, CEO of the Airport International de Genève, to accept this prize.
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. It's a great honor on behalf of the 10,000 employees in Geneva Airport to receive this prize. And I hope to see you soon in Geneva. It's a great airport. Don't hesitate to come and visit us. Thank you.
Merci.
Thank you.
And now let's go for the Airport of the Year. So this year finalists are Ataturk International Airport, Dubai International Airport, Indira Gandhi International Airport, Munich Airport, and Singapore Changi Airport. And the winner of the airport is, it goes to Ataturk International Airport. And we would like to invite Mr. Walid Youssef, Strategic Director of Ataturk International Airport, to accept the prize.
Thank you very much. On behalf of TAV Airports and our partners, DHMI, Mr. Orhan Bildal is the Director General. We would like to thank you all. We've been growing very fast. In fact, we've added this last year 8 million passengers, so that's as much as one airport from one year to another. but we are very fortunate with all our employees, and we haven't been able to count them. But we are fortunate to be able to continue to serve our passengers with the highest standards despite the growth. And also to thank, of course, our partners, Turkish Airlines, for the collaboration that we all have. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Now is the Cargo Airline of the Year. And the finalists are Cathay Pacific, Emirates Sky Cargo, and FedEx Express. And the award goes to FedEx. And we would like to invite Mr. Stephen Taylor, VP Regulatory Affairs of FedEx, to accept the prize.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a great honor for us to receive this award. First, I would like to thank ATN for recognizing cargo airlines. We're very proud of our part of the industry. We're normally on the backside of the airport where we don't get much attention. So we always appreciate the recognition and would like to thank that. And secondly, I would like to thank the 150,000 employees that FedEx has for this award. Thank you.
The Regional Airline of the Year. So this year finalists we have Aegean Airline, Atlantic Airways, Bangkok Airways, Qantas Link, and Silkair. And the winners goes to Silkair. And we would like to invite Mr. James Boyd, Vice President of Public Relations for Singapore Airlines, to accept the award.
Merci bien, mesdames et messieurs. On behalf of the folks at Singapore, we like to say that Silkair is the little sister, if you will, of Singapore Airlines, and I know the folks at Silkair will be delighted for this fantastic award. So thank you to the jury, to the readers of Air Transport News. We very much appreciate the honor. Thank you.
And now the low-cost airline of the year. So this year finalists we have AirAsia, Air Arabia, EasyJet, JetBlue Airways, and Welling. And the award goes to AirAsia. And I would like to invite Mr. Zaman Ahmad, AirAsia Group Head of Customer Experience, to accept the award.
Hi, everyone. On behalf of Asia, all 11,000 employees, Tony, John, David, okay, I won't go through all the names. My group CEO, Tony Fernandez, says hello to everyone, but we live by one motto, and that would be dream the impossible and never take no for an answer. We thank ATN for these awards and Dr. Costas, and pleasure to be among the winners. Thank you very much.
And now, the Airline of the Year. And this year finalists are Air India Group, Emirates, Jet Airways, Singapore Airlines, and Turkish Airlines. And the winner is Turkish Airlines. And I would like to invite Mr. Dr. Temel Kotil, CEO of Turkish Airline, to accept his award.
Thanks to everybody. Of course, I am receiving this one on behalf of the 30,000 employees. They are working 25 hours a day. We're growing like a hell. And we grew 5 times in the last 10 years. In revenue, 7 times. We're making profit from 2000 on. So it's not exciting. We change everything. We're saying now on, this year, we're serving the human being, not the passengers. And we're serving our guests at home. We're selling our love. And we want to become the greatest airline in this earth, just personalize every single passenger. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now I would like to invite Professor Martin Dressner to present the George Yatru Lifetime Achievement Award. Yeah, come on, give him a hand.
Yeah, thank you for that hand. I'm actually not getting anything myself, but I appreciate it. I'm honored to present the George Yatru Lifetime Achievement Award to Professor Teom, not only because Tay is extremely deserving of the award, but also because this is an award that Costas has named after his late father, George, who was a wonderful individual and an extremely important figure in Costas's life. I've known Tay for about 30 years. We both arrived at the University of British Columbia in 1983. I was arriving as a PhD student. Tay, on the other hand, was returning to the University of British Columbia, where he had completed his PhD some years before. He was arriving at the university this time as a professor. Throughout his long and illustrious academic career, Tay has established his reputation as a researcher who uses cutting-edge theoretical techniques to address important policy and managerial issues. A case in point is the airport productivity work that he has spearheaded for over the past decade. When airports were government-owned public utilities, I suppose that it did not matter how much they operated efficiently. But as more and more airports have become privatized, operating efficiently has become increasingly important. But how are airport managers to know how efficiently they operate? They could use simple measures, for example, the number of airport operations divided by the number of employees. But this type of simple analysis does not account for contract workers, non-aviation revenues, capital investments, and a myriad of other key measures. Determining how to fairly compare productivity at airports around the world, and then gathering all the data needed to make these productivity comparisons is a colossal effort. Yet every year, Tay leads a team that conducts such a productivity comparison. The productivity comparisons are then presented in a comprehensive, extensive annual report. And unlike the work of most academics, Tay's studies are actually read by managers and policymakers. We know this because many of them actually purchase the annual reports that Tay produces. And because managers who are unhappy with the standing of their airports occasionally threaten to sue Tay, I guess launching a lawsuit is easier than actually improving their airport's productivity. Tay's bio indicates that he has written or co-written over 35 books and 100 academic papers. He has worked as a consultant for numerous government agencies and private companies around the world. Moreover, he founded the Air Transport Research Society that attracts 300 or so researchers in the aviation field to its annual conferences, publishes numerous special issues of transport journals annually. It certainly is important to be aware of all of these accomplishments when making this prestigious award. But what's not in the bio, not in his bio, is the many contributions that Tay has made over the years to the careers of young researchers, such as me, 30 years ago. He has patiently read and provided advice to countless PhD students and young faculty researchers. Tay is genuinely interested in air transport research. At Air Transport Research Society conferences, he is the first to ask questions and to provide advice to young researchers. And Tay's advice is always very perceptive, right on the mark. In closing, even though Tay has made his mark as a first-class academic over his impressive career, I don't want to leave you with a final impression that he walks on water. Over the years, I have had several opportunities to play golf with Tay. Let me say that we should all be very pleased that 40 years ago, Tay decided to devote his life's research to air transport research rather than to hitting a little white ball around the golf course. Congratulations, Tay, on a well-deserved award. And joining me in making this award is Costas' mother, Mrs. Yatru, who will help me make this award to Tay. Come on up, Tay.
Thank you very much, Martin and Kostas, for excellent introduction. Actually, this goes back to my heart of it. A number of years ago, when Kostas' father, George, was still very healthy, that Kostas and George Iatru invited the ATRS World Conference to Athens. And we had, for the first time as an academic, we had a fantastic Athens club, if you remember, Kostas, that overlooking from the Acropolis. I remember that fantastic night light, and we really enjoyed that World Conference more than anything else, certainly until that time. Much appreciated that. George was really instrumental for helping that for our society to grow. I really appreciate that, and today is a special recognition. I really thank you for that, for everyone, in the presence of everyone. Thank you very much. So, of course, I am very delighted. Can I have a picture? Yeah, there's 3 of us. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to invite now Mr. Vijay Punusamy to present the Woman of the Year Award. We took the best-looking guy to give the Woman Award.
And he couldn't make it, so I'm there instead. I accueille au Secretary General Raymond Benjamin, UNW Secretary General Terry Brifai, CANSO Director General Jeff Poole, TIACA Director General or incoming Chairman Oliver Evans, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. She leads since 2008 a 573-member international organization whose visibility, relevance, and effectiveness she has considerably enhanced, making it the voice for its sector. She launched groundbreaking initiatives such as the Apex in Safety to ensure that sound fundamentals are within the reach of all her members. She improved services to her members beyond recognition, particularly in the field of training. Despite her young looks, she has over 25 years of aviation experience and was the CEO of 2 of the largest US airport systems, Miami and Atlanta. She is a wonderful human being and an effective leader. I can think of no better person and no one more deserving of this Woman of the Year award, and I invite you, ladies and gentlemen, to join me in congratulating the Director General of ACI World, Angela Gittens.
Thank you very much, Vijay. Thank you very much, ATN. I accept this on behalf of all the women that came before me who carved a path so people like me could be where I am tonight. And I commit to keeping that path carved for women to come behind me. Thank you.
Thank you. And now I would like to invite Dr. Kostas Yatrou to present the Leader of the Year award. Kostas.
I know it's difficult to compete with Vijay in a way that present awards. I will be more, a common way. This year, Leader of the Year award goes to Raymond Benjamin, the Secretary General of ICAO. Before giving him the award, I want just to point some important elements of his career and achievement to be the leader for Transfer News. Raymond Benjamin was first elected in the position of Secretary General in 2009. As all effective leaders will do, he spent the intervening months observing, consulting, and listening. He already knew ICAO for having created its security branch in the 80s, but he also knew that the world of aviation had changed dramatically in the ensuing decades and that he needed to reconnect with the new reality of the organization. By the time he took the office, his plan was well articulated. His goal was to make ICAO more relevant, more focused, and better equipped to lead global air transport throughout the second decade of the 21st century. He recognized ICAO into a more result-driven organization, not an easy task for a governmental agency. And we heard that a lot today in the symposium. He strengthened his management team and made it more cohesive and inspired. He instilled a great sense of risk management that will permeate all aspects of the work program, and he rationalized the budgeting process to incorporate more transparency and accountability. This leadership at the organizational level will soon be reinforced by a demonstration of his remarkable ability to generate consensus on one of the most contentious issues of aviation. In the 37th session of the ICAO in 2010, he's adroitly worked behind the scenes with others to get member states to agree on the groundbreaking Assembly resolution to cap greenhouse emissions as of 2020. Leadership is often revealed in time of crisis. In December of 2010, a passenger on a transatlantic flight to the United States attempted to detonate an explosive hidden in his garments. Within hours, Raymond Benjamin took control of the situation, issued a statement to the press, and launched a process of global consultation that will ultimately produce a global security regime to deal more effectively with new and emerging threats to aviation. Regional security conferences were held around the world. States everywhere committed to work together to strengthen security systems. This ultimately led to the convening of the high-level security meeting in 2012 and the adoption of the international framework for enhanced aviation security. Thanks to decisive and timely action, the world of aviation is more secure than ever. Another highly consequent event brought together, under his leadership, all of the key of the ATM stakeholders to discuss a new concept called block upgrades. Perhaps the most visionary aspect of Raymond Benjamin's leadership thus far is his second mandate to championing of a new ICAO vision and mission for promoting the overall sustainable development of air transport. This reflects the new realities of the 21st century air transport, and it's supported by two new strategic objectives. In addition to the safety, security, facilitation, environmental protection, there is now a strategic objective of air navigation capacity and efficiency, and another, the economic development of air transport. I know that Raymond is a man of action and does not like speeches. Let me simply add one last illustration. Any good leader is a good communicator. He knows the value of getting his message across. Right from the beginning, he pushed for more open and frequent communications with the news, media, with aviation organization, and with his staff, especially between headquarters and 7 regional offices. And finally, as with great leaders, when he says, I mean we. Nothing can be done without a team. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the winner of the Air Transport News 2013 Leader of the Year Award, Mr. Raymond Benjamin, ICAO Secretary General.
Just a few words, and good evening to all of you. Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Masai al-khair, Talib. I'm trying to prove that when we initiate a program in ICAO, which is the next generation of aviation professionals, I try to be concrete. So this is my daughter coming from Paris, and this is my granddaughter, Celia. I hope, but by the end of this week, we will put more concrete words on economic issues within ICAO. I will try my best. A number of the previous winners have mentioned the number of employees that they have. It went from 5,000 and 10,000 and 125,000. I have at least 300,000 people working for me. You know, when I sign a letter convening a meeting, I have immediately 300-400 people coming, free of charge. Even some of them are paying to come. So I have a great privilege to accept this prize this evening. Kostas, you mentioned that there was a serious competition for this prize. I don't believe it really, because a number of others could have it. But competition is good, and I like democracy. So thank you very much for the prize. Thanks for all of you of coming here this evening. Thanks to my friends who are there and who are asking themselves, why am I speaking English in a very bad Arabic accent? So, merci encore, shukran to all of you, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you. Bravo!
Thank you, Kostas. So now we would just like to invite all the winners to come in front here for the main picture. And of course, enjoy your meal and enjoy your evening. Thank you.